Alright, what's up everyone, Duquesne23 here, and today we're going to actually be jumping into the Master Chief Collection. It has been a long time since I played the Master Chief Collection, but I figured let's go ahead and jump in, try some new tracks and everything. And there's gonna be multiple tracks in this video, so if you do want to be able to play all of them, I will have the information like the name of the track and the creator and stuff where you'll find it in the file share in the description down below. So we'll be playing multiple tracks, so stay tuned for all of them, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, here we go. First one is called Scarif, and as you can tell, it's Star Wars related. Now, one thing that made me take a look at this is I saw the screenshots of it. I'm like, man, these things remind me of the Star Wars things I created, like whenever I created an ATST and stuff way back in the day in Halo Reach. I don't know if he used inspiration from my stuff or from other stuff and everything like that, because honestly there's been so many Star Wars things created in Reach since then and everything. But I did, whenever I first looked at it, I'm like, this reminds me of my Star Wars space battle a little bit on here. But what a smooth track. Like, look at this, like absolutely smooth, just beautiful, and it just a nice double wide track. If you want to be able to check out this map, the information and everything will be in the description down below, and you can check this out. I mean, it is nice coming back to Halo Reach and actually kind of playing with the mongoose in Reach, because the mongoose in Reach is the peak mongoose in my opinion. It handles the best. It's quick. It doesn't get launched by just small bumps, because that's one of the biggest issues with the more modern mongoose, like with the Halo 5 and the Infinite mongoose. I mean, you get hit by small bumps and you go flying. The Reach mongoose, it just feels a lot better to race with. Now, one thing I do like about the more modern mongooses is that, like, some of the the acceleration and everything is pretty quick on those, as well as sometimes the traction is real nice on the modern mongooses, but it comes at it with issues and everything like that. So I do hope the next Halo game they have, like, I just want them to give us full control of the vehicles, like where we can control the traction, the suspension. Now, I don't know what would go into that, doing that with a a full-on like a development time to be able to even provide that type of stuff for us. But I would, because that means we can literally make our own, mongoose exactly how we want, or vehicle, just anything, warthog, all that type of stuff, however we want. And so if we could have just like full traction control, the suspension, the acceleration, the top speed, I know you could get into a lot more, stuff than just that, but those are the main things. And if they would, I think if they would just be able to somehow give us the control over that in the game type settings or something like that, where we can fully control the vehicle and how it feels and how it, drives and everything. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Like, there's still people, that do tournaments, like, consistently in Halo Reach and Halo 4, because those are the two best mongooses in Halo. And that just tells you the race community is there. It's just the mongoose is trash, the modern stuff. Even though the Forge is, absolutely way better, and of course Infinite and everything, where you could create some absolutely stunning and fun tracks, especially with the scripting and all that type of stuff. The deal is that these people, they don't want to go race on that and have tournaments, because it's not fun to race in, because of the fact of how bad the mongoose is. And that should tell whoever's controlling the vehicles and stuff in Halo, they need to look at that type of stuff. Like, the race community has pretty much died in modern Halo games, just because of the vehicles and how they handle and everything. So they definitely need to look at that. Take some, maybe contact some people in those communities. I definitely know a lot of those people, and get pointers, get tips, get what they desire, what they want in a vehicle and everything, which I know I've tried to do that whenever, early on, like whenever I was testing, Infinite and even Halo 5 and everything, but it just doesn't seem like it goes really anywhere. The vehicles are pretty much the same. and so it's kind of unfortunate, you know, even though like it's horrible to necessarily say, but it's just like make a mongoose, make it feel, make it slide, make it everything like the Halo Reach one, and people would be happy. It's just so much fun to race with the Halo Reach one. Also, can we get the bulky mongoose back again? I'm tired of the, you know, the mongoose, which the Infinite one is better, but you know, I just like the way the bulky mongoose looks with Halo Reach and Halo 4 and everything. I just like it. It just feels more like a military vehicle, personally, to me. But yeah, this is such a fantastic track, though. Like, if you want to check this out, look at this. It's just so much fun on here, and we'll go ahead and hop over into the next track. Now, this next map is a track that I just saw on his file share, and I was like, it sounds cool. I want to download it. I want to play it, and wow, just from the start of this, it looks really, really good. Like, this absolutely looks fantastic. So let's go ahead and try it. Now, this is a roller coaster, so it will be a little more difficult to drive compared to the double wides, of course. So you got to be prepared for that. Now, this is able to be played with multiple people. Like, I think it said up to 10 people or 16 people. I don't know, something like that. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Here. Okay, there we go. Absolutely beautiful right there. So it's just, you know, like, this is something. I love the aesthetics on here. I actually just wish, like, I wish Reach had Infinite's Forge. Like, you know, just so we can have these type of racing and everything like that, and the race community will come back, because the Mongoose is good, and for one, it's real easy to set up a racetrack compared, you know, compared to an Infinite. Like, you know, because the Infinite, you had to have the community members to script a race mode and everything, which that's annoying to do, even though, you know, Artifice did a really good job with the race mode and everything. It's just an annoyance. It's a whole lot easier to, you know, just, oh my gosh, okay. It's a whole lot easier to, if 343 would have just done it from the launch of the game, but of course there was a lot of things that were missing at the launch of the game in Infinite. A lot of game types. You know, it's like, heck, even Infection wasn't even there. It's like, that's Infection. But yeah, so I'm hoping, again, I'm always positive. I'm just hoping for the next game that they actually do, like 343, well, I guess Halo Studios now, actually does have all this stuff at launch, like has game types, has, you know, like all the different, you know, for one, has Forge at launch, you know, and of course has good vehicles and everything that are fun to be able to drive, and that don't get launched just because it gets touched by a small rock or a log or something. You know, that's the biggest irritants, you know, in everything. Like, they just feel so flimsy. But yeah, look at this. Like, this is absolutely beautiful. It's fun to be able to race on. I love how the traction is on the Reach Mongoose. Like, it slides around. But you know, it has, you know, that's one thing that I wish that we were just able to control that. So then you can control, you know, for maybe if you're doing a certain, maybe you're doing like a drag race type of map, so you have, you know, stuff a little bit more, have more acceleration on your vehicles and everything, and you can really control that entire thing. That would be awesome. That's what I want for the next Halo game, is to really be able to control the vehicles, like the suspension, the traction, the, you know, acceleration. I was trying to go full speed on that, and I totally failed it. But you know, that's what I want for the next one. This is so much fun. So if you also, just want to say, if you want to be able to see more, you know, MCC maps, or even just more, you know, maps of whatever, just be sure to leave a comment and everything. And if you have any stuff, any maps that you want me to check out, especially race maps, I love race maps, you know, and everything, just go ahead and give me the information I need to be able to, you know, download it, and I will be sure to check it out. Even if these videos don't do the best, which a lot of times older MCC videos do not, I still love to be able to, you know, check them out, because I love racing in Halo Reach and MCC. Like, it is a lot of fun to be able to do it. I just only wish that the Forge was powerful enough to be able to really do a lot like I mean a lot of vegetation, and have all the different types of stuff that stuff like Infinite is able to do. So that's one thing I wish. That's why I was just like, man, I wish there was that we could just combine the two. Can we just put, Reach's Forge or Reach's Vehicles in Infinite, or, the other way around? That would be really nice. So that would be it for this video, everyone. If you want to be able to check out these maps, the, information is in the description down below. Thank y'all for coming out. I appreciate it, and I will see y'all in the next one. And remember, let's forge a new Halo.